Welcome to the Wisdom Path. If you are someone who dreams big but sometimes feels lost on the journey, you are in the right place. Today, we begin a powerful story about how to turn invisible dreams into visible results. You'll learn simple but life-changing lessons to move closer to your goals. Make sure you subscribe to the Wisdom Path so you don't miss the next steps on this amazing journey. Let's begin. The power of a burning desire. Imagine you are standing in a forest, holding a tiny spark in your hands. If you protect it, feed it, and give it air, it grows into a fire that can light up the whole night. But if you ignore it, the spark dies. This is exactly how our dreams work. Everything great starts with a small, burning desire inside us. It's not enough to just wish for success. You must want it so deeply that you feel it in your bones. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young man named Daniel. Daniel grew up in a small town where everyone told him to be realistic, but he had a dream to open his own restaurant. Every night he wrote down his dream. I will open my Italian restaurant by June 2026. He didn't just wish. He made it real by setting a clear goal with a real date. Just like Daniel, the first step to achieving anything is deciding exactly what you want. Vague dreams create vague results. Clear dreams create clear paths. Your action step. Today, write down exactly what you want. Be specific. Not just I want to be rich, but I want to save $50,000 by December 2026. Set a deadline. Without a deadline, a dream is just a fantasy. Build faith in yourself. Think of your goal like a seed you plant in a garden. Faith is the water that makes it grow. Without belief, the seed dries up and dies. Brian Tracy once said, "Believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine." But how do you build belief if you sometimes feel doubtful? Here's a simple method. Speak your goal out loud every morning. Say it with energy, like it's already true. Look in the mirror if you can. Feel it in your heart. For example, I am running my own business by March 2026. I am ready. I am capable. At first it might feel strange. You might even laugh. But keep doing it. Slowly, your mind will start to believe you. And when your mind believes, your actions will follow. Your action step. Write a short sentence about your goal. Read it every morning and every night. Feel the excitement as you say it. This tiny daily habit will grow massive confidence over time. The magic of autosuggestion. Have you ever heard a song in the morning, and then it played in your head all day? This is how autosuggestion works. Whatever we repeat to ourselves, our mind holds on to, whether good or bad. Tony Robbins said, "Where focus goes, energy flows." If you focus on doubts, you get more doubts. If you focus on success, you create the energy for success. Let's go back to Daniel. Every morning before work, he repeated, "I am building my restaurant. I am learning every day. Success is coming closer." Even when nothing seemed to happen yet, he kept speaking those words. They gave him the energy to keep moving, one small step at a time. Your action step. Create a personal affirmation today. Make it simple and positive. Example: I am growing stronger every day. Success is mine. Say it 5 times every morning and night. Feel it as if it's already happening. Learn something useful for your goal. Wishing and speaking are powerful, but they are not enough. You also need to grow your skills. Knowledge is like the fuel for your dream machine. But here's the trick. You don't need to know everything. You just need the right knowledge for your specific goal. Imagine trying to build a boat. Would you spend years studying how to build skyscrapers? Of course not. you would study how to build a boat. In the same way, focus your learning. If you want to write a book, take a course on writing. If you want to start a business, learn about marketing and finance. Daniel knew nothing about restaurant management, so he took an online course on small business ownership. Every Sunday evening, he spent 2 hours studying. Small steps, big difference. Your action step. Ask yourself, what skill would help me most right now? Find a course, book, or podcast on that topic. Spend at least 1 hour this week learning something new. The power of imagination. Have you ever watched a child build a castle out of sand? In their mind, it's not just a pile of sand. It's a real kingdom with knights, dragons, and hidden treasures. This is the beautiful power of imagination. And guess what? Adults have it too. We just forget how to use it. Albert Einstein once said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world." Let's go back to Daniel. After setting his restaurant goal, he used his imagination every day. He would sit quietly for 10 minutes and see his restaurant, the smell of fresh pizza, the happy families eating together, the sound of laughter. He felt it as if it was already real. This daily habit gave him energy and ideas. One day, while imagining his restaurant, he thought of hosting cooking classes for kids, something unique that would attract families. That idea later became a big part of his success. Your action step. Spend at least 5 to 10 minutes every day using your imagination. Close your eyes. Picture yourself already living your dream. Feel the sights, sounds, smells. Let new ideas flow from that space. Build a clear, organized plan. Dreams without plans are like ships without maps. They float but never arrive. Once you imagine your goal, you need to organize it. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a simple, clear one. Daniel made a very basic list. Save $10,000 for starting costs. Find a good location. Learn restaurant management basics. Test menu ideas with friends and family. Open by June 2026. He put deadlines next to each step. Even if the deadlines changed later, having them made everything real and actionable. Think of it like building a bridge. You don't just jump across the river. You put one stone after another until you can walk safely to the other side. Your action step. Write down 5 to 10 steps needed to reach your goal. Put simple deadlines next to them. Choose one small step you can start this week. Make decisions. Quickly. Have you ever stood at an ice cream shop for 20 minutes, unable to choose a flavor? It sounds funny, but indecision in life can be dangerous. It wastes time, drains energy, and creates fear. Successful people make decisions fast and change them slowly if necessary, because waiting too long often means losing momentum. Daniel had to make quick decisions when opportunities came. One day, a perfect restaurant space opened up in his town. The rent was a little high, and he wasn't 100% sure, but he decided to go for it within 24 hours. Later, he said that fast decision was one of the best choices he ever made. Denzel Washington once said, "Without commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish." Making quick decisions is part of commitment. Of course, not every decision will be perfect, but it's better to move forward and adjust than to stand still forever. Your action step. This week, practice making one decision within 24 hours. Research a little, trust your gut, and choose. Big or small, it's the habit that matters. Accept that challenges will come. It's easy to feel excited when everything goes right. But real winners prepare their minds for storms too. Think of it like sailing. Before you leave the harbor, you check your boat, your sails, your supplies, because you know storms might come. You don't panic, you prepare. Daniel faced many challenges. Permits took longer than expected. He ran out of money at one point. But because he expected bumps along the road, he didn't quit. He adjusted, found small solutions, and kept moving. You can do the same. Your action step. Right now, write down 3 challenges you might face, and 1 solution for each. Example: challenge, low energy. Solution: create a simple daily routine and rest more. Being ready makes you strong. The power of persistence. Imagine you are trying to break a huge rock. You hit it once, nothing happens. You hit it 50 times, still nothing. But on the 101st hit, the rock cracks wide open. Was it only the last hit that made it happen? Of course not. It was all the hits added together. Success works the same way. Most people give up too soon, right before the breakthrough. Let's talk about Daniel again. After opening his restaurant, the first few months were very slow. Some nights, only 2 or 3 customers came in. He felt disappointed. But instead of quitting, he asked himself, "What can I do better?" He started giving out free samples at local markets. He improved the decorations. He stayed late to talk to every customer, making them feel special. Slowly but surely, word spread, and his restaurant grew. Tony Robbins says, "Persistence is the twin sister of excellence. One is a matter of quality, the other a matter of time." Your action step. Make a simple rule for yourself. I will not quit after a bad day. Whenever you feel like giving up, take a break. Ask what lesson is hidden in the struggle, and then take 1 small action to move forward again. The strength of a mastermind group. Have you ever seen geese flying in the sky? They fly in a V shape because it saves energy. Each goose helps lift the others, and they can fly much farther together than alone. In life, your journey becomes easier when you surround yourself with like-minded people. This is called a mastermind group. Daniel knew this too. He created a small group with 2 friends who also had dreams of building businesses. Every month, they met in a coffee shop. They shared challenges, gave advice, celebrated wins, and encouraged each other during tough times. Without that support, Daniel admitted later, he might have given up. Your mastermind group doesn't have to be big. Even 2 or 3 trusted people can make a huge difference. The important thing is that you share the same spirit: positivity, action, honesty. Your action step. Reach out to 1 or 2 people this week who are also working on big goals. Invite them to meet once a month to share ideas, problems, and solutions. Together, you will grow faster and stronger. Listening to your inner wisdom. At night, when the world is quiet, we often hear whispers of truth inside us. This is your inner wisdom, your 6th sense. It's not magic. It's your mind connecting the pieces you have gathered all day long. Sometimes the best ideas and answers come not from thinking harder, but from trusting deeper. Before going to sleep, Daniel had a little ritual. He would review his day, say thank you for the progress he made, and then ask himself 1 clear question. What is my next best step? He didn't force the answer. Often in the morning, an idea would appear naturally, like a soft light guiding him forward. Joe Dispenza says, "When you change your energy, you change your life." And part of changing your energy is learning to trust the quiet wisdom within you. Your action step. Tonight, before sleep, ask yourself 1 simple question about your goal. Example: what small step should I take next? Trust whatever idea or feeling comes in the morning. Write it down and act on it. A final story to inspire you. Let's finish with a small but powerful story. There was a farmer who planted bamboo seeds. Every day he watered them, but nothing grew for the whole first year. The second year, still nothing. The third year, nothing. The fourth year, nothing. Many people would have given up, but he kept watering. Finally, in the 5th year, the bamboo shot up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Was the bamboo growing during the first 4 years? Yes. It was growing invisible roots deep underground, roots strong enough to support its fast rise. Your dreams are like that bamboo. Even when you don't see results yet, important things are happening underground. Persistence, patience, and faith will finally bring the results you dream of. Your dreams are not accidents. They are gifts placed inside you for a reason. It's your mission to bring them to life. Thank you for walking this journey with the Wisdom Path. If you found these lessons valuable, please subscribe, like, and share with someone who needs a little hope today. Remember, you are stronger than your fears, bigger than your doubts, and closer to your dreams than you think. See you next time on the Wisdom Path.